Syria's government has denied its forces used tanks and helicopters in an assault on Tremsa, which opposition activists claim killed 200 people. Speaking at a press conference, the Foreign Ministry spokesman Jihad Makdisi said what happened in the central village was the result of clashes with rebels and not a massacre. The statement comes as UN observers who have been visiting the site of the mass killing in Tremsa say they believe pro-government forces have been targeting rebels and army deserters.
United Nations observers say last week's attack on the Syrian village of Tremsa seems to have targeted the homes of army defectors and activists. UN monitors visited the place where it's claimed more than 200 people were massacred by forces loyal to President Bashar al-Assad. But the UN mission says the number of dead is still uncertain. They were due back in the village on Sunday to continue their investigation.
The head of the UN in Damascus confirmed heavy weapons had been used, but says his team had been blocked from going to the scene.
If we have credible cessation of violence and a local ceasefire, we stand ready to go in with a larger team to verify the facts on the ground.
The UN peacekeeping envoy Kofi Annan was in Syria just a few days ago and in a statement called the massacre a violation and an atrocity, while the US Secretary of State Hillary Clinton called it deliberate murder.
A UN spokeswoman said the mission had found bullet casings and blood spatters in several homes, as well as evidence of heavy weapons, artillery shells and assault rifles, but could not confirm the death toll given by Syrian activists. Witnesses have described Thursday's killings as a slaughter carried out by government forces. But Bashar al-Assad's regime insists it was a military operation against rebels, which it calls terrorists. State television reported that weapons, ammunition and identification documents had all been seized.
Amid reports that the Syrian army had overrun Kirbit Ghazala in the south, members of the UN team toured Dar el-Shifa hospital in Damascus. Their mandate runs out next Friday. Its renewal is uncertain. They can be sure, though, that there is little chance these beds will be empty anytime soon.
The government did not use helicopters, artillery or even aircraft. Was small arms, we can say, using all this for or against an area of 1 square kilometer is just totally untrue. But we can say this was not an attack from an army against civilians who were living safely. It was an armed attack between the security services and against terrorist groups that were concerned with killing and massacring people.
We can confirm that there was a military operation on July 12th, on Thursday. The attacks appeared targeted towards specific homes of activists as well as army defectors. Our UN team, they observed homes which had pools of blood and blood splatters in some of the rooms, as well as empty bullet cases. There was a wide range of weapons used, including heavy weapons such as an artillery, mortar and small arms.